Okay.
Shall I go over this part again?
No, we're good.
Okay. All right. So the problem is you have all these charts. Even on the active ones, some of the patients have moved. So for most offices, if you want to send a mailer, because we know that in those charts there are a lot of treatment plan presentations that were never started, or the patient did start it but they never continued.
Okay.
So we know there's hundreds of thousands of dollars of treatment plan presentations in those charts, but they haven't been taken advantage of, right? So a big question has always been, how do we tap into those charts and how do we tap into these incomplete treatment plans? Because there's a lot of wealth in there. It's more than what I do to bring you a new patient from outside. Well, the problem was twofold. When you send a letter and you say Mrs. Smith, if Mrs. Smith has moved, the post office will reject it and send it back to you, a lot of wastage. If you write Mrs. Smith or current resident, both Mrs. Smith and the current resident will immediately know that this is a promotional piece and they will toss it into the trash can. So it suffers the same fate as any other mailer that we have. A lot of it will be wasted because the message is never read. So we had the same challenge. We didn't know how to go around that problem until recently. So last month we came up with this concept, and the concept was these mailers. So this is now the mailers that we have. This is exactly how a patient or a consumer will receive your message. The back here, you have your address, the patient's address, and the stamp. Now you can write here Mrs. Smith or the current resident, and still you know that your message will be opened up.
Okay.
We have 100% opening ratio on this. We surveyed people. Nobody would not open this without throwing it into the trash can because they are seeing the gift card. They immediately know this is a valuable item. I mean, we have even had post office people steal these things because they perceive the value. Right? You see the gift card, and it's a very simple message, and it's right in your face immediately.
Okay.
So once you know that this thing gets opened up, the question is what you put inside. And what you put inside is very simple. A simple message on a very high quality paper. This is pigskin, the most expensive paper there is. On a liquid paper, a very high quality item. And on the most expensive plastic there is. So the entire message is extremely well made.
Okay.
So you get this message, and this message is simple. 2 cards, dear patient, here are 2 cards. One for you and one for a friend of yours. So we put 1 card on the side and 1 card on the outside. The outside card is for existing patients only. The inside card is for new patients only. So it could be the same offer or it could be a different offer. But what it does, it says, existing patient, please come back and give me a try.
Okay.
And here's one for your friend. So bring me a new patient as well. Simple message.
Just the referral.
Correct. But it is still all based on referral basis.
Okay.
Right? When the existing patient comes in for a free teeth whitening or whatever gift for them to come and try you out, you simply open their chart and you say, I notice in your chart you never took care of this crown or this or that. Why don't I give you the credit for this service and just apply it to your crown and take care of your crown?
How much is that card worth? Do you put a dollar value on the back of the card, or?
The offer is whatever you decide to do.
Okay.
We'll make our recommendations. Obviously, it has to be a reasonable offer. We like to give the perception of a high quality gift card, so it has to have the value of a gift.
Right.
You don't want to give a $5 off, or you don't want to make it look like a coupon.
Right.
So what we recommend the most is free teeth whitening, because that's a button in the area. But we have also moved on to many other offerings that could be as strong. We have, power toothbrushes now that we can give out, in addition to cleanings and X-ray exam and so forth. So the offerings could now have a variety of them, and you can try different things to see what works the best for you.
Great. And then free teeth whitening was key because that's not covered by dental insurance, right?
That's correct.
So that was a button.
That's correct.
Okay.
And it's a button in this area. If I'm talking to a California doctor.
Good.
Okay.
Let me check one thing on the camera.
Okay.
Just to make sure it's